Hi guys, in this video we discuss how to create a registration page with validation control and save that data in database. So now let's start. We firstly create a new website and you can choose framework here. We choose framework 4 and ASP.NET empty website. It's a ASP registration and click to OK. So now go to Solution Explorer, right click here and add a new web page. It's here and click to add. This is HTML. So now let's create a registration form. We already have a HTML. So now copy and paste. So now I create an email, password, confirm password, name, address and city. So now we add validation control. Now we open a toolbox and we add validation controls. We use a regular expression for email. Password, we use a compare validator. Name, simply required field validator. So simply change their property to point out the email text box. Firstly we change error message, email ID is not valid, for color is red, control to validate, simply point out the email text box. Control to validate txt email and change their expression for email, it's a validation expression and we choose here internet email address. We now select a compare validator for password validation, change message, not match and for color is red, control to validate. We firstly choose a txt password which we want to validate, txt password, and control to compare is a txt confirm password. Okay, control to compare and control to validate. And its name, it's required field, name is required. And the control to validate is txt name. Okay, in as like address txt address is required and change for color txt city is required and for color is red and control to validate is txt city. Okay, so now we add all the validation control to this registration page, and now let's begin coding. It's a click event of submit button. We firstly add a connection with database. So now open a server explorer and connect to database. It's a server name, by default it's dot, and we choose here database name. My database name is test. It's a authentication mode, by default is a window authentication, and click to open. Okay. Now find out their connection string. Click to here and copy that and add a connection string in web config file under the configuration section. Connection string add and name of the connection string, it's a con by default, and connection string, and copy connection string here and add a provider name system data .sql client. We add a connection string here. Okay, now we firstly add 3 more namespaces using system.data, using system.data.sql client, using system.configuration, and create a connection object. Configuration manager dot connection string. Now we write here code for inserting data in database. SQL command equal to new SQL command. We write a command text and SQL connection object. We write a command text my table name is TBL registration. Copy that. Insert into table name values. Our column name is here email, password, name, address, city. Now write all the parameters and add a connection object. Now provide values to these parameters. com.parameters.add with value. So now copy that lines 4 times more. And copy that parameters. Okay. So now provide their values. Txt name, address, txt city. Okay, we now provide all these parameters to their values and simply open a connection and execute non-query because it's a DDL operation. And close the connection. So now all it's done, and add a message that showing the data is inserted. We add a JavaScript alert message. And alert message submitted. Now all it's done. SQL command their parameters, connection open, non-query and close, and this is the submit message. Okay, so now let's check it. Now it's run. We firstly check the required field. So name is required, address, city, and enter a wrong email. It's also working. Email ID is not valid. So now write a test.gmail.com. So now it's removed. And password. Now we write another password. It's showing password not match. Now it's removed. The test address and test city. Now click to submit. Now it's submitted successfully. Now we check in database value is inserted or not. Yes, now it's inserted. It's here, test@gmail.com, test address, test city. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe my channel.